Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Oxygen Not Included, and the very first episode of this small series, which is going to be the Mega Base Challenge. Now, what is the Mega Base Challenge? Well, it is summarized up here by Go Airheads. You should do a long-term series where you try to build all of these different systems that you have been making on your channel. I'd love to see you struggle over a few weeks to months to see if you can build that. So there was several comments and many people that kind of thought that would be a fun idea. So how many things have I actually covered here? Well, if you take a look at my playlist, there's 59 Oxygen Not Included videos. Can you imagine that it's that many? I knew I was close to 50. I didn't think I was almost up to 60 though. Man. Anyhow, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to kick this one off here. We are currently in the Outbreak update of the game, version of the game. I guess the next upgrade will come in 2 weeks and 2 days, hopefully, if they stick to the time. Then at that point, we might get some more equipment and we may or may not have to start this whole thing over. However, my goal here is to have slightly shorter episodes that are more frequent, covering the different systems, and we'll kind of get all into that, making them as awesome as possible. I'm going to be using a world-generated seed for the first time ever, because I think that means if you put in the same number, you should get the same results. I don't know, but there it is. I'm going to roll with that. New game, just going to run with standard, so here we go. Boom. Full screen, no border up there. What up? Mega Base 1. Alright, so let's get... Ooh, I like Hassan. That'll be good. Bubbles. Yes, we gotta go with Bubbles. And I simply cannot start without a Meep. No, I passed him. Come back. Meep, 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 Meep. You know what? I like a Travoldo, actually. Sorry, Hassan. You're going away. There we are. So, what am I left with here? Bubbles over here has +2 in cooking. However, cannot perform the job cook. At least she's germ resistant, so that'll be good. Meep here is biohazardous as well as Travolta, so both of them are going to be, you know, potentially get sick, so that won't be good. To make things worse, Travolta is an interior decorator, so has a decor expectation of a little bit higher, so that'll be all right though. We'll be able to get through that. It's got diver's lungs here, so that'll be good. A little less air consumption from Meep. Binge eater, that might be fun. Anyhow, let's embark on this and see what we get. Alright, so since this is the Mega Base Challenge, everything's got to be extra well thought out and extra well executed. So, I can't just have little places for them to go sleep. No, they've got to have apartments. And it's got to be very nice. They got to have decor and certain expectations like that. So that's what I'm going to try here. Look at this, we're already at 94%. People are starting off a little bit lower. So that's what I'm going to try to set up for today. We're going to try to get a very nice starting base here. So we'll have a little place for living, and they'll have places for their huts and everything. We'll also have a nice little medical bay, some places for bottles, you know, an outhouse room, all that good stuff. It's got to be about as perfect as I can make it. Okay, so just because it's going to be needed, we'll start off with an outhouse. You always want to have one of those. Oh no, what are you running away from, Bubbles? Oh no, a hatch! Okay, nobody attack that thing. That'll be useful. Don't kill it. You'll be okay. Look at that, I started off with a little shine bug. Perfect. That's another thing I'm going to try to do a little bit more of. I'm going to try to have some more lighting in this base. Uh-oh, that's a lot of sand. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah! Oh, dig! Keep digging! Okay, good. No, keep digging. More digging. Okay, it's getting off to a dangerous start. Ah, we survived. Look at all this algae. Oh, that's good stuff. Bam! I'm also gonna need access to water, but I want to make sure I'm gonna protect this, you know, so it doesn't... I don't end up poisoning the water hole. You don't want that to happen. Alright, so a good place for the apartments, I think, should be right above the printing pod. I know I have a little bit of oxalate there for right now, but that won't last forever. For right now, I'm going to use that to create, you know, just to kind of get past the oxygen. I love that response. It's hilarious. Look at him go! He's like, until he runs out of room. Okay, so, for a... Where would you want to sleep? Where would you want to live like that? Okay, so you would want, inside of theirs, you're going to want to have a little flower pot. You need to have one of those. You're also going to need your cot. That would be nice to have. It would, next to this, to have a little bit of a statue, you're going to want to also have some pictures hanging there and potentially a light above that. So I'm going to have a little bit of extra space there. Plus the fact that we're probably going to want to have a vent in there for some air conditioning at some point. See what I mean? A little bit more technical. The air conditioning thing is a little different. I've never tried an air conditioning on a room-by-room basis. Gosh, look at all the little shine bugs I got down here as well. That's awesome. Those will be useful. Hopefully I won't destroy them. So just to clarify, this isn't meant to be the most efficient way to play the game. It's meant to be the most technical way to play the game. So I want to make sure I have the highest decors in the places where they're going to stay the most, and have a lot of, I think in this case I'm going to have a lot of like centralized power stations. So there will be, and then eventually have a power grid that runs to everything. So a little bit different strategy there. So another thing I'd want to have here is you'd want to have your own door in order to get in and out. I destroyed it too soon. Oh no! They're eating! No! Don't eat! Make the outhouse! Don't do it! You're gonna blow! Oh no, I already got the mop command ready to go. Pressure is building. Who's first? Nobody? Oh, I think Bubbles is on it. Oh no! Oh! We're off to a good start. We're just watering the plants. Oh, but now you get in the bathroom. Okay, good job. Way to be proactive. That's alright, it'll give us a place that we're gonna have to force, you know, we're gonna have to drain all that polluted water somewhere. There we go. There's the storage compactors. Alright, so now I've got all this. Let's just go ahead and sweep this up real quick. I don't want this decor to get too bad to begin with. Eventually, I want to have a storage compactor system where I have all the different resources separated out. I think that would be kind of cool. It'd also be able to kind of move the resources I want to certain areas when it comes to building more advanced systems that use specific types of material. For right now, this is how I'm going to solve this. I don't really want these bugs to get out of here. They're actually doing me quite a favor by being down there. Awesome, I got a little bit of stuff I can already harvest. That'll be good. Once I get all this cleaned up, I'll also be able to see what I'll be able to pick out of here as well. I'm gonna have to get a research station, get some oxygen production going as well. Don't want to miss out on that. So as far as a research center, obviously I'm gonna need power. I'm also gonna need a battery. I'm gonna need a station it's preferably close to something like a resource that I need. I think water is one of those, and dirt. So it's probably a good idea to have it over here as compared to on the other side. I'll also need oxygen production and some decor for that area, because there's going to be people that are going to be around it for a long time, and I don't want to have them get stressed out. So I'll try to do all that. Let's see what I can come up with. Alright, so this is going to be the research side over here. So I'll have some power generation, a couple of batteries, and places to do research. So that'll work out pretty good right there. This also has quick access to the storage compactors. Maybe I could throw a little flower pot down there. Also throw some up here for these guys, just to make that stuff a little bit better. This will be a good spot for the liquid bottler. Oops. No. Right there. And we'll protect that with a little bit of a bump right there. So just in case some vomit or whatever gets down here, it won't be a big deal. This bathroom's so far away. Gotta come up with a better solution there. There we go. Put a little flower pot over there. Make that good to go. Alright, so in order to make their living quarters a little bit better, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of a airlock over here, and they'll each have their own bathroom. So That's a little bit of a different take on bathroom control. Actually, I think I want to cancel that. Right there. I'm just wondering where I want to put this ladder in. It seems like a good spot for it right here to go up. So then I'll place the door right there. Statue will go right here. And then the bathroom will be on the back side of that. I mean, you wouldn't want your outhouse in the same room. You know what I mean? Alright, so let's get some research. I think the first take is always going to be farming. Usually is. I'm going to speed things up a little bit more here. Now, the next thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need a place for all of that polluted oxygen to go. Now, as far as I can remember, polluted oxygen is slightly heavier than normal oxygen? Let me take a look. Yeah, I see polluted oxygen is down here at the bottom, whereas oxygen is up here at the top. So really, I want to have this storage compactor in a spot, and I'm going to have it down low so that I can kind of control that a little bit. That is also going to be the place where I'll have the fertilizer, where I'll be able to use up that polluted dirt. So this will become the control room for that, and I'll be able to kind of separate things out with different floors and whatnot in order to make that all work. Now, Travaldo, why did you make a mess there? You have a spot to go to the bathroom. Travaldo! See, that's why I put this in right there. Good idea. Otherwise, I would have just poisoned my water, which I guess has a little bit of germs in it for whatever reason, but no big deal. Oh, that's because he couldn't get out. I gotcha. He got trapped. I'll try to clean this area up here. Travaldo's starting to get a little bit of stressed because he's likes the nice decor. And right now, he just doesn't have the nice decor. We'll plant a seed in here and try to make this a little bit better for him. Try to get the algae terrarium up. Hopefully here, once this research gets a little bit closer. It is pretty close. Oh, at 16 of 20. However, I could also use an algae deoxidizer if I wanted to. And that looks like what I'm going to have to do. So I'll build this up for just a little bit here. It'll be connected to the power. Get some oxygen out of it. I'll also make this nice priority so it gets done. Hey, there we go. Got our research done. Okay, you know what? I'm completely missing something here. I'm missing the wash basin, which should be on your way in and out of the outhouse. So really, I should cancel all of this and make this a little bit better. It is the Mega Base Challenge. So, that's what it's all about. You know what would also be nice to have inside of your room? A massage table. That would be pretty handy, wouldn't it? I'm also going to need a little bit of a power station for all of the apartments here. That's going to be separate from the research. Kind of want to try keeping the power separate in this base. So that's what I'll do here. Actually, when you go to think about this, I should really move it over one more. I want to have the flower pot right next to where they're sleeping. That way I get a little bit more out of it. Alright, I'm going to switch on over to the algae terrariums here, just to try to save on the amount of algae I have. Even though I can dig up a ton of it, I do kind of want to keep that resource around. I don't want to use it up too much. Alright, there we go. I got a couple of compost piles. I'm actually going to stretch this system out just a little bit in case I wanted to add one more compost pile to that. Okay, it's probably about time to get the interior decor going here, just to kind of improve the quality of life. So I'll make sure I got that going. Alright, so now to move this storage compactor, all the polluted dirt from over here to over there. Then I'll put an outhouse in here. Eventually that'll become just a normal bathroom, toilet, but for right now, it's an outhouse. You know, it'd probably be a good idea to have a wash basin on your way in and out of this area. I'm thinking that's going to be pretty germy. Yeah. As I suspected. So I'll deconstruct that and then put a wash basin over here so you, on your way out, you have to wash up. Hey, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so now I can do a little bit of decor. I don't have granite available, so I'm gonna have to go with sandstone. But this should really help the decor in here. Alright, so I need some more better priorities to make sure I get this done. I need to be able to get rid of that. I also need some of this stuff to get built. There we go. Uh-oh. Not a good place to fall asleep, guys. That's alright, they survived. It's all good. Alright, so it looks like it's about time for some food. So I'm gonna need to make a little bit of a kitchen here. Put in a pneumatic door right there, just kind of separate it out. Make it real nice. One thing you're going to want to do before you go and cook your food, though, is you're going to want to wash your hands. Just want to make sure I have all that done. So we'll come into our little room here. Put in a wash basin, just like so. And go past a nice little sculpture. That'll look real good. And then we will come to the actual cooking part itself. No, I tell you what, let's have a spot for our mess table. And then we'll have our cooking station. Put the ration box right next to it. And then we run into all of this stuff down here. Crap. That's alright, I guess I can dig this stuff up eventually and start making a farm. I don't think I'm gonna get to a farm tonight though. Just don't have enough time for it. I really want to get this finished. I want to give these guys their own little door to go into their space over here. So that's what I'm doing with the ladders. I'm trying to move it. I'm also gonna get rid of the algae terrariums here. And then build the nicest ladder possible between the two areas. Just like so. I like the new paintings. They're good. Oh, why you stuck me? Oh, I got it. Because your ladder's broken. There you go. Now go get some food. There you go. Let's take a look at decor real quick. See how I'm doing here. 97. Ooh, pretty good. Gotta rip up the floor just to kind of get to some of this stuff. There you go. Ah. I'm stuck on mush bars at the moment. Gonna fire up a little bit of a temporary algae deoxidizer here just so I can kind of get this up and running. I'll use up a little bit more algae because I have so much of it around. Right now, oxalite is doing pretty good, but it's going to run out eventually. It's not going to last forever. And same with my water. I don't have a lot of just clean water around. And it looks like it might take a little while before I get enough research to start processing that water. See if I can get to this light, huh? Come on, hop up there and make it. Yeah, there we go. I got both of these hatches stuck in this door. Can they ever get out? Not sure. Yep. Maybe not. Over here is where I'm going to store some polluted water. So this will be a double-walled container. Now that would actually be a pretty good topic for a video at one point. How many walls can hold back what amount of pressure? Because as you get larger columns of water, you're going to increase that pressure and it's going to start to break walls. I think that'd be a good topic to cover at some point. A little bit more though, and I think that's going to be it for tonight. That did pretty good though. I mean, as far as getting some research set up, I'm not real keen on how this setup is down here. It's not really the best. kind of like a little bit of an indifferent face there, but same with the kitchen. Not real excited with that, but I like the apartments here. This is kind of cool. As you can see, I'm kind of working on just filling in the gaps there that got missed. So what is the decor inside of here up to? Ooh, look at that. 107. That's pretty good. 118? Ooh. So I believe Travaldo is the one that really likes the nice stuff. So I think I'll move Bubbles up a little bit there. He's the interior decorator. So I'll give him the nicest location down here. I think that's only because there's some stuff that needs to be swept, though. I think that's the only difference. So if I sweep it up, then what do we get it up to? Ooh, 122. How about that? Oh, and the light turns on. Oh, look at that. That was I saw 130 for a moment. That's pretty good. All right, guys. Well, I'm wrapping up the very first day here of the Mega Base Challenge. And over here we have a little bit of a compost system. And then next to that is going to be, hopefully, a polluted water base. That should give me a lot of polluted oxygen in that space. I might be able to use that for a farm in the next video, because I'm going to need to start to get this mealwood going to really start generating a lot of lice loaf. That way, at least everybody has something to eat, and I'm not eating, like, you know, mush bars, because that's horrible stuff. So that's going to be the goal of next time. However, this time, the goal was to set up this little bit of apartment, because this is what I'd been imagining throughout the day. Okay, what am I going to do? Have a wash basin, have these outhouses, and a nice area with good decor. So that's up and starting. Some of these areas over here could definitely be touched up, but you know what? That'll happen in future episodes. At any rate, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. If I've earned your subscription, then thank you so much for that. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out.